Oh, shit! Oh, they sting! Ow! Look at my friggin' fingers! Ow!
They hit both your legs when you rub together.
Yeah, right together! Oh my god, it's stinging!
Sorry for laughing.
Holy shit!
Shark Runner 17 from the Ultra Tourist, here live at Javelina headquarters for the big race tomorrow. Will and I are both running the 100K. We're super pumped.
Yeah, super pumped.
We're heading off to the expo soon with the rest of our Canadian contingent, and we're super excited to be here. Woohoo!
T-minus 22 hours. Super excited.
Serious crew setups here for tomorrow's race. People have their tents all kitted out, so let's have a look. We got here super early this morning just so we could stake out our own spot, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to show it to you shortly. Wow, look at this one. Great job on the record. Thank you. Flag.
You can do it, Frank.
And we got our mascot, Hugo, the Javelina. Hugo the Javelina, that's our mascot. It's gonna bring us good luck. On Friday morning, we headed over to the race kit pickup. It's already a lineup when we got there. And you pick your bib up first, and then you head over to the t-shirt lineup. The race shirt was made by Rabbit, which is a nice technical brand. I actually wore it in my third loop. It's pretty sweet. And then pre-ordered a hoodie, so I picked that up next. And then we were off to shop with everything Aravaipa and Javelina 100 branded you could imagine. Hats and buffs and more shirts and mugs. Will is showing off the backpack that we also received with our registration. It's pretty sweet. It's got the logo on it. It's a really, really nice bag. And then checked out some of the vendors. Sponsor Hoka had the new Speedgoat 4, which is pretty exciting. We're both excited to try it in the new year. It's not in Canada yet. And it does come in wide, which we're both going to need. So Gooder also had a customized pair of Javelina 100 sunglasses, which were pretty sweet. Picked up a pair of those as well. And the other vendor on site that I was interested in talking to was Kogala, because I had just bought their RA light and I used it during their race. And it was perfect. Excellent battery life. And here we are at the 100-mile start with Jubilee on top of her ox fan, getting the runners ready. I have to say, this was the most energetic start line I have ever been at. It really pumped up everyone. who was participating and spectating this event. Incredible image.
There you have it. The Javelina 100 is now off and running. That's amazing, 2 waves. 2 waves for a 100 miler. Jeez, that's a lot of people. But it's gonna be an awesome day, and here comes one more runner. Who is this? Go get him. You don't need your headlamp. Save your battery. Awesome. There you go. There you go. Take it easy. Have a good day. Awesome. Okay, so Jody and Will are running the 100K, and we're gonna get back in action there. I'm gonna see them off. What a gorgeous day, and if you can really appreciate the desert, I don't know if you can see this, but we're gonna have an amazing sunrise. Okay, check back with you later. See you out there.
Javelina 100K!
Here we are! Short runner 17, Will runs trails at the Javelina 100K start line. And today we are pumped.
Today I'm pumping. I got it done. I got it done. I got it done. I got it done. We got it done.
Done! That's Jubilee in the background getting us all pumped up. We'll see you out there.
This is Norm.
All right.
100K with ultra tourists.
We got the tourists in the house. This is the Ultra Norm from the Ultra Tourist, come to you live and uncensored. And the 100K is off and running. A gorgeous, gorgeous day. Gorgeous, gonna be hot, 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 that is for sure. A lot of awesome costumes. It's the party in the deserts. And we'll see you on the first loop.
We ran together in Mozart this year.
Oh!
Yeah.
How awesome! What's your name?
Norman from the Ultra Tourist. I recorded you singing some of the music.
Oh my gosh, yes. So funny.
And there you have it. Awesome running with Kaci and Sally at the Javelina 100. It's awesome. Fast transitions, I can't tell you. These guys know what they're doing. Or these gals know what they're doing. And they came in around 3 hours, 3:30 in the first loop. Pretty impressive. And we'll check back to you on next transition. Ultranorm signing off.
Hello, hello. 5K in. I just got out of the big crowded areas. It's a single track trail, so it wasn't smart to stay at the back like I did. Now just trying to be smart and don't push too hard for the first loop and behave. We should be coming up to the aid station in another 2 kilometers. Alright, talk to you guys later. I just passed the rattlesnake range. Aid station, that's the third aid station. And they run with the groom here almost.
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? You're looking good, man.
Are you overheating on that?
It's a little warm, just slightly.
Congrats.
But fundraising
Have
for
fun.
Make-A-Wish.
And that's how hard and serious people take a 100-mile race. You have to have fun, otherwise what's the point of being here all day? Cheers to the next aid station.
Rattlesnake or something? Yeah.
We're going to scan for a lot of people.
Yeah, you wish.
How are you?
Good. How was the first loop?
Okay. Behaving. Try to behave as much as possible not to cross my 150. How's everybody else? Oh, where's my tent?
Good job, buddy. Hold right, don't ahead. Good job,
Right here, right here. How you doing, baby? Good.
I fell. Look at my knee.
Hopefully not on the cactus.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. It was one of those ones where you think you're gonna catch it, you think you're good, slow-mo, and then boom.
All right.
Speed goats, so you're okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna grab those in the next round.
This is your next one. Good job.
Yeah, I gotta see what I have left.
Your family?
Hi everyone. 36 in with about potatoes. I'm doing awesome, feeling great. Thanks for cheering me on.
Wait, yeah.
Coming out the same way.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
See you later.
Luke, you get to join me.
So on the next loop I'm with you. Okay.
My mental game has to pick up. I'm struggling really hard. But I wanna keep going until I can't go anymore. Look what I found on course.
Charles, how are you?
Mwah.
How you doing? Good.
Wave to the camera. Alright, let me wrap this shit up.
Here we are on our final loop, the Ultra Tourist. Shark Runner 17 on our way to completing 100K and the Ultra Norm coming to you live from Javelina 100. Banana, oranges, and Thank you. All right, look at this, beautiful. Wow, here I am, finally out in the desert.
Here you are.
Look at me, people.
Wave 1.
Do you get grilled cheese here?
May, are you pacing 100 miles?
We're at Jackass Junction, baby, and it is rocking here tonight.
All the tourists in the house. 15K to go?
Yep.
Yes, 15K to go. All right, see you then.
Hi, Jubilee.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Your face is amazing. It's Jody.
How was it? Fun?
I can't say enough to
You did like the whole Javelina experience. I love it so much. Like you did everything. Like volunteer, she like group run, and you ran 100K. You did all of it.
I did.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
Thank you so much. Oh, I love it.
Oh, let's go it.
You're so late.
This is amazing. This is your pacer?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
I got a lot of compliments on that.
Right.
Just got pity from her and she's like,
You brought the whole crew, right? Okay. All right. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. Oh yeah. You got a picture? Oh, let's do it.
there you go.
Awesome. Nice job. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these very fast gentlemen. Wilson Quiros.
Very right, yeah.
10:55.44 in third place.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. In second place was Benjamin Osoro at 10:38.48. And with a new course record, shattering by over 35 minutes. With a time of 7:58.45. Give it up for Christian Coury. One more time, give a round of applause for these very fast gentlemen. Kaci Lickteig, 15:32.35. Beautiful ladies, beautiful ladies. Give it up one more time for these fast. For the third year in a row, 2017, 2018, and now 2019, 100-mile champion of Javelina. Give it up for Patrick Reagan. This one got laid.
Jack Pumpkinhead. Getting laid, man.
One more time, big round of applause for your champions of Javelina. And that is you today. So I'm so glad that you're still here today. Yes. Oh my goodness.
As I said before, you are incredible.
You're incredible.
I can't believe
I was so stoked. This girl like did it all. It was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Please come back, Canada.
We
Please
will.
come back.
We'll be back.
Yes.
Thank you. Well done. Such a great.
Yes. Congratulations to Canada. Yes.
Thank you.
You got some thorns stuck in you there. Oh my god. Came out of nowhere. Look at your head's big too. I know. Jeez. This guy jumped out. Choyo, whatever they're called, came off that plant right there and jumped at him.
So here we are back in Canada and post-race thoughts. Will, what did you think about the loop course? Washing machine.
Wow, what a blast. What an amazing race. Not pun intended, of course. The loop course, at the beginning I didn't think it would be a good idea until I did my first loop, and I started enjoying more and more every loop after that. Mostly because you run into your competition, but you also run into other runners on the course. And for the 10 hours I spent on course, I never felt alone. There was always someone running with me or against me on the other direction, and high fives and good jobs all around. That was an awesome experience actually.
Yeah,
The 100K race, because you still had lots and lots of 100 milers on course.
Yes.
And just going through my mind what they were going through, and they still had an extra 60 kilometers to go. And they were still happy and smiling and give you high fives. It was impressive.
What impressed me the most was the organization of the race. From the minute you arrived to the very last finisher at the 100 mile, they were there for you. Everything was taken care of, everything was thought about. Those guys really know their stuff, and I would be happy to do any Aravaipa run moving forward, because there was never anything that I was upset about, that I was looking for, that I needed. It was all prepared.
I think it was my first race that I finished the race with a net gain. I started the race with my nutrition and everything I needed, and I believe I finished the race with an extra gel or so, because everything you look for in the same spot, same location, every aid station was very consistent. The people manning the aid stations, I think they are professionals, because they knew what to do every time. There was never a moment where I had to stop and look for stuff. There was always someone trying to reach out to you and ask what you need, what they could do for you to get you out of the aid station as soon as possible.
Speaking of volunteering, I actually volunteered a couple of days for the race, and we set up Jackass Aid Station, which was a blast. And I worked at the headquarters as well, setting up in the parking lot, and honestly the positive attitude and the appreciation. If you have never volunteered for a race, I highly recommend it, because it's very rewarding and it makes it feel that much more special once you get to race day. I finished that race and I was looking for what am I going to do next, because the overall experience was amazing. I have zero cons to report, and I think if you're looking for a 100 miler or 100K that you're not too sure about terrain or whether you can do it, I wouldn't say it's an entry-level race by any stretch of the imagination, because the terrain is runnable. But don't be fooled. The heat is real. The ice coolers, the bandanas that were used saved us in Loop 2, because it gets very, very hot.
Yeah. And don't be fooled, as Jody mentioned, it is a runnable race. But because it's a runnable race, you tend to run the first half of it and then pay the price on the second half. So know your pacing goal, know your training strategy. Don't go out like crazy, and continue to have fun through the entire race. I would definitely recommend Javelina 100 if you're looking for a 100K or a 100-mile race in North America, and you're looking for a great experience, great support. I would definitely recommend Javelina 100. I actually got the itch to try my first 100, and I wouldn't be surprised if I find myself at 6 a.m. on the last weekend of October 2020 in Arizona.
Wow, he's throwing down.